Welcome to Travel Babble with Basha. I am Basha, your hostess today, with a review of the Hotel Opera in Madrid, Spain. I flew to Madrid from London for 2 nights to attend a very interesting festival there, but I will get into that in another video. I stayed at the Hotel Opera, which is located on Cuesta de Santo Domingo in Madrid. It's across from the Teatro Real, which was a very nice location. It was close to just about everywhere I wanted to go. There were parade festivals right outside, right across the street, and I could also walk up to where most of the activities were going on. So the location was perfect for what I wanted to do. From the time I walked in, everybody there was very nice. I went up to the front desk and I greeted them in Spanish. I would recommend learning at least a greeting in Spanish. They greeted me back, but as soon as I switched to English, they switched to English, which was very nice that there was somebody at the front desk that could help me because my Spanish at that point was even worse than it is now. After I got checked in, my room was ready, and I could go up to my room. Now, I took myself and my luggage. I had 2 checked bags, I had a small overnight bag, and I had a backpack. For those of you who have been in hotels in Europe, you may be aware of this, but the elevators, or as they say, lifts, are small. We fit into the elevator lift, but we could not have had anybody else join us. So if I was traveling with somebody else who also had luggage, we would have had to go up separately. But it was fine for me. I was traveling as a solo, as a single. I got to my room. It was at the very end of the hall. I walked in, and there's a little hallway because of the way it was set at the end of the hall that I walked back to the room. Now keep in mind I was in a single room. This is a common thing that I have found in a lot of Europe is there are a lot of single rooms. They are smaller, but the price is also much less expensive. My single room had a twin-size bed with a very small desk. There was very little closet space. I have found this, though, to be in norm with most of the places I have stayed in Europe. I did not unpack. I was only there for 2 nights. I pulled out a few things and set them on a shelf, but that was all that I needed. The TV in the room was adequate. Of course, the English stations were not working, but it was a chance for me to watch Spanish stations and to work on my Spanish. So I took that as a good thing. I like to try to look at the positive. If you're looking for something in another language, you may or may not find it there. The bathroom had been just as I came in the front door of the room, right across the hall. It was a good sized bathroom. I think the bathroom was as big almost as the bedroom area. The bathroom had a nice toilet. It had a bidet, which again you will find in a lot of places where you travel outside of the U.S. You will find a bidet. It also had a decent sized sink. If you're traveling with somebody else, it may have been crowded, but remember this was a single room, so I didn't need that extra space. And it had a very good shower. It was very clean, the towels were nice, and I had everything that I wanted to do. Now, you can travel in a lot of places on either what they call half board or full board. I was there on full board because I was there for such a short amount of time. I just wanted to have everything be convenient. They had a breakfast buffet. It was very nice. You went back downstairs and back around to the back of the hotel. There was a very large assortment of bread. There was eggs. There was yogurt. They had many different types of tea because I am a tea drinker, so I was able to find a lot. If you went hungry at breakfast, it was your fault. There was a big choice. Or if you have certain allergies, that might have been an issue because there were a lot of breads and a lot of things that had gluten in it. For dinner, because I was on full board, I also got dinner. Now, they messed up the one night, and I did have to wait till the next day, and they ended up letting me have a nice big lunch. But then that night when I went back for dinner, and this is the funny thing where I say, learn some Spanish or learn to get along. There was a problem in the kitchen, and there was myself, there were a few other tables that had people when we were all waiting for our dinner. and they kept telling us there was a problem in the kitchen. Now, most of the people that were in the restaurant area where I was eating did not speak English. But while I was waiting, they brought me out water. Keep in mind, in a lot of places, you will pay for the water. But they brought me out water, no charge. And then they said they would bring me out an appetizer. Now, as I looked at the appetizer, I started worrying. I have certain allergies. And I finally was able to get out my phone and look up on a translator, English to Spanish, and I asked the lady if that was crab on the appetizers. And she was very excited to say yes. You know, they were giving me crab. What a wonderful thing they were giving me while I waited for my dinner. I'm allergic to crabs. So I had to get over to her about my allergy, kind of making some motions like, it'll kill me. And she took it back and she did bring me something else. So they were very accommodating, but the language issue was a little bit of a deal there. So if you do have allergies and you're traveling, whether it's at the hotel, opera, or anywhere, be sure that you have some type of translator or that you can look and see and make sure you get across what you need. The Wi-Fi at the hotel was fine. I had no issues with it. I was able to hook up to everything I needed. Overall, it was a nice place. As I said, it was a single room and it was a less expensive place. It was not your big 5-star fancy hotel. You do get what you pay for, but it was a nice place to spend 2 nights. I wasn't in the room very often other than to sleep, and I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend it if you are taking a quick trip and you just need a place to lay your head, someplace to store your suitcases. This is a good place. It's clean, it's safe, and it is close to everywhere that I know I wanted to be for that weekend. So I give a heads up from Travel Babble with Fasha for the hotel Opera in Madrid, Spain. If you like this review, you want to see more reviews, please leave me a comment down below, like my video, and subscribe, and I will try to do what I can. I'm always looking for new places to travel, new places to review. I would love to try to make it to wherever you would like to know about. I hope you will enjoy some time in Madrid sometime in the future. In order to do so, you need to get moving and pack your bags.